Hello everyone, it is Wednesday night and that means it's time for another Facebook Live. Excuse me. I will share this to my group. If you're watching this moment, you found it on my page, let me share it to my group so that if somebody is looking for it there, they can find it. If you are new to my page or to my videos, once I get it loaded to YouTube, you'll see two different kinds of videos on YouTube. One will be my paper crafting, and they'll be like Facebook Live for the majority of them. And then I also have cross stitch on there, and those will be called floss tube. So in case you see both of them, that's what the two kinds are. All right, let me get this shared over there. I hope you all are staying warm and dry. I live in Arkansas, and we've had ice the last few days. We're supposed to have one more round tonight, I think. So I have been able to work from home the last couple of days, which is nice because then I don't have to get up, put makeup on and all that. I can just be in my sweatpants and be comfortable. But I am ready to get out of the house. If you are signed up for my card class tomorrow night, I'm going to wait and see if we really get ice tonight. And if we do, I will postpone it to next Thursday. There's no reason for anybody to get out for a card class. So I will post that, and then the people that have signed up, I'll be sure I'll send y'all an email or a text and just to let you know. But if it ices tonight, we'll postpone it to next week because, like I said, there's no reason for anybody to get out. Hey, buddy. And our house faces north, so our driveway and our sidewalk take forever to get thawed out. So, but I will let you know tomorrow for sure on that. All right, before we get started with our stamping, I wanted to make sure you saw one thing. I put this on Facebook today. I'm trying to make sure you can see it all. They put some new products out on Celebration. So if you've already got all the things in the current Celebration catalog, let me grab that real quick. So if you already have everything in here and you don't want any more packages of paper, because that's what I usually stock up on is extra paper, then they've put some new things out today. Celebration is just for one more month, so it's just through February. So you want to be sure you take advantage of that. So these are the things that they put out. And like I said, this is on Facebook. I posted this on Facebook so you can see it there too. All of these are free with a $50 purchase, and then this Eden's Garden bundle is free with a $100 purchase. Hey, Kaki. So feel free to take advantage of all of that, any of that. And I didn't pull any of that to show you. I do have most of it. I didn't have this cloud embossing folder, so I was excited to get that free, and I didn't have this paper. And my friend Patience, hey, Jackie, had shown us a card Monday night that she made with this paper that was beautiful. So I may have to copy her and make one like that. Okay, I wanted to be sure that you saw that. And we will get started. So I have seen several people use, let me show you the stamp set we're using tonight. This is Thanks a Bunch. This is a Celebration set. So you can get this free with a $50 purchase. I have seen several people take this carrot and turn it upside down and make it like evergreen trees. So that's what I did on this card. So this card is not an exact copy, but it was definitely inspired by EMK Creations, and that's who I saw. I think I found it on Pinterest. So let's get busy making this. Oh, and before I forget, I will put on my blog when we're done here the dimensions. Yes, Jackie, it is so creative. Not anything I can take any credit for. My brain I don't think of those. I don't think that creatively. I can copy it if somebody else does it, but yes, somebody was very creative to come up with that. But I will put the dimensions for this on my blog when I'm done here. And then last week we played with the adorable owls, and we made this card. So at the end of the video, I will tell you who won that card from last week. And so next week I'll draw for this card, and somebody will win this card. All right. So these are photopolymer, and don't worry if your photopolymer stamps do that. They just get stained. So I used probably It's probably was the rich raspberry or whatever I used on the one card that had purple that stained it, but it doesn't matter. It stamps just fine. So when you have photopolymer like this, it's always a good idea to use your Stampin' Pierce mat underneath of it. And that way you get a nice crisp image when you stamp it. Put it this way. And I always put scratch paper underneath because I am going to stamp off on this. So I will start with Shaded Spruce. And so it looks like I used 5 or 6 different colors. It's really not. It's really 3 colors, but you just stamp off. Excuse me. So let's do, until I didn't get that inked up. Maybe time to re-ink that. So let's do our Shaded Spruce right there. And then let's ink it up again, but we're going to stamp it off this time and then stamp another one. All right, now I will have to clean this in between because I started with the darker color. You could start with a lighter one and maybe not have to clean. I have to clean. Even if I'm going from a light to a dark, I have to clean. So I just have my chamois. And I also got it all over the ink pad and my finger already. All right, then let's take, I'm trying to think which one I did next. I don't think that it really matters. Let's do Pear Pizzazz. So again, we'll do one full strength. And I'm just varying the heights on these. And then we'll do one, actually I think I did another one full strength. And then I did one stamped off over here. Oop, except for I forgot to stamp it off, but that's okay. So that one will be all full strength. It doesn't matter. They're just pretty evergreen trees. All right, now let's clean this off. Our chamois again, and your chamois gets discolored like this, but it works just fine. It will not hurt anything. Now, after you've used it for a while, you have to rinse it out because it will get ink built up on it, but being discolored like that doesn't hurt anything. All right, this is mint macaron. So let's put one there. I'm trying to vary my, and then this one, let's try and remember to stamp off. I think I want another tall one. Yeah, it's just a little forest evergreens. Yeah, I like that. This one, I don't know. Something about the different heights. I didn't vary them enough, I think. I like this better. All right, and then we need these two back. We're done with our carrot. And then I decided to say it looks like spring. This is one of the sentiments that's in the stamp set. So it has some nice sentiments. You don't want to do everything's coming up carrots on this one because they don't look like carrots. So I did, it looks like spring, because I thought these were like nice spring colors. And then, just because I wanted a little something else on there, I took the Pear Pizzazz. And there's these, I don't know what these little dots are for. Oh, I bet they go in that greenery somehow. I don't know, but they make nice little dots. So I just took my Pear Pizzazz, stamped it off, and just stamped some dots around just to fill in that space a little bit more. So it wasn't quite so much white space. All right, and that's it. That's all our stamping. Let me get this out of the way. And we're ready to put it together. Here's my pieces. So the designer series paper I'm using on this is the Country Gingham And it's really a fun set. It goes with the country floral, country bouquet. But it's really pretty. And what my friend Kay, so my friend Kay got to demonstrate this at our convention on stage, which was so fun. But what she pointed out to us that I hadn't really thought of is that usually when they do designer series paper like this, they would have mint macaron on that side and on this side. But this time they put different colors on each side. So if you're wanting to do a bunch of mint macaron, it gives you more options with mint macaron. You're not using, you have more options. I don't know how else to say that. But it was really nice. Okay. So before we put any of this together, this is just our white crinkle ribbon. And you can just tie it. I love this because you can color it. I don't remember if I did on any of the ones I have to show you. I have some more carrot cards to show you at the end, but I don't think, no. But you can color this ribbon with your blends, and it colors very easily. You can also stamp on it. So we could have taken that little, I'm trying to remember if I did do that. I can't really tell. You could take that little polka dot stamp and stamp little polka dots. Let's do that. Let's just do that for fun. We'll do it with get my scratch paper back out. We'll do it with, let's do it with mint macaron. That's not the color we used on this, so let's clean it. Just for fun. This is such a fun, versatile ribbon. It's just one I like to always have some on hand. Like I said, you can color it with your blend. So you just take your blend, put it on a piece of scratch paper, and just run your blend over there. I said mint macaron. Let's try this. And I don't know if this will show up or not, but it's fun to try something. Whoop. Come back here. So I'm just stamping all the way down the ribbon. And when you color it with a blend, it goes through the other side, so you don't have to worry about one side being colored and one not. Now, this may not be a dark enough color to do that with stamping. Let me hold that up, see if you can see. Yeah, you can kind of see. So it's got a little bit of extra texture to it now. All right, now let's tie it around. Oops, come back here. And I did try and leave enough to tie this in a bow, which is always a challenge on camera. So we'll see how we do. And I think this one is thin enough that I can tie it in a knot first. When I'm doing twine, I definitely do this. I tie it in a knot first, because then I don't have to try and worry about keeping it tight while I'm tying a bow. And that just works better for me. And this is a thin enough ribbon, you can get away with that. If you've got a, let's see, I think that one's longer. If you have a thick ribbon, you can't really do that. You have to just tie it in a bow and try your best, or ask a friend to help hold it while you're tying. Oh, come here. Uh-oh, I lost this end. There it is. Just pull that so I can pull my ends out a little bit. So if you kind of hold on to the middle like that, then you can make those smaller. Yeah. All right, let's trim that just a little bit. Get those pieces out of the way. All right, now we're ready to put it all together. So I have a mint macaron card base. So we're keeping it all in the same green family. And my plaid designer series paper, we'll just put that on flat. So this is my Stampin' Seal that I'm using. And I put it over on the left side. And again, I'll put all the dimensions on my blog. And I think, if I remember right, that's 3 inches across. So you can get 2 strips out of 1 sheet of paper, because this designer series paper is the 6x6. And then this guy we will put on with dimensionals. Oh, you can see the polka dots on the back side real well, can't you? I don't know if you can really see them on the front with everything else, but it's kind of fun. Just something. Let's put one in the middle so it doesn't droop in the middle. And then just offset that. And there you go. That's it. Quick and easy. And like Jackie said, such a creative way to use those carrots. I wish my mind thought that way, but it just doesn't. Like I said, I can copy somebody's, but coming up with it on my own, not so much. All right, let me show you. And some of these you may have already seen on Facebook if you've been watching. And yes, I'm ready for spring too, Betty. Yes, definitely ready for spring. Done with this ice and stuff. So some of these you may have seen on Facebook. This one I actually was inspired by one of the examples in the celebration brochure. Let me just show you real quick. This one. So I changed it up a little bit, but I was inspired by that. I liked the way they did the little designer series paper there across it too. And then this one I think I sent as a thank you card. So I always, for everybody that comes to my class, I send them a thank you card. And it may not be a thank you card because I don't actually write in it. I just put it, I write in a piece of paper and put it in there. That way they can use the card to send to somebody else. So it's not always a thank you card itself, but I send it in thanks for them coming to one of my classes. And I think this is one I used in January. And then this was one we made in a card class in January. And then this one was also inspired by EMK Creations. I found it on Pinterest also. But I loved that they did a carrot out of a different color and said, "There's no one quite like you." I just think that's so fun. All right, so those are the other carrot cards. And then last week, the winner of the owl card is Debbie. So I will give that to her. All right, that is it for this evening. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed these carrot tree cards. And I will draw somebody's name next week to win this. And I will see you next week. Bye.